Hello there. Like most of you know, I kind of day trade the indices. If I have time within the day, then I try to look for a structure where I can get some money out of the market. If I have the time and my hands are free, then this is a little something I do. And from time to time, I get questions about day trading in general. Since I mainly look at the bigger time frames, and day trading is not really what I do, is not my core of trading. I decided to take you guys with me through an analysis of the Nasdaq, and let's see what if I can show you something. At the end of the video, I will narrow it down from the bigger time frames up until the time frame. I will switch to MetaTrader for that, to actually find a trading an entry signal. So it can be helpful to see how I look at that. Just short, Nasdaq, of course, very strong in the index, has been going up for quite a while, and then we had this huge correction which kind of panicked. A lot of people panicked, but we did get a correction, and then a sell-off again, and now a correction, another move to the upside again. This is actually something kind of a big move. Wasn't really expecting that anymore, but since it's trading, it's not about what you expect, of course, is what you see. So this triple top kind of formation, that failed. It didn't happen. So the way I am looking at this at the moment is that we are now at this, at this level where price seems to be having some trouble moving through again. Let's see how we can get some information out of these. Okay, this would be, from a trend line perspective, kind of what we have. Then we zoom into the daily chart, and we see that within this channel, indeed, we had some touches both sides, and we are now at this top side of this channel again. A bounce off of that would be preferred more for me to be getting clear price action from these time frames, but it's not what happened. So on the daily, we know this now. When we zoom in, we of course can see that we are having some kind of support at the moment at this level. If it breaks, we also get this level over here a little bit. So we really need to get some confirmation of that move. This was the top. We corrected a little bit back up, and we are now looking at a kind of this is often I do not really day trade this market now, because it's kind of hard to tell if this area will be support, resistance, sorry, or we will move back into that area, or this area over here will kind of look kind of resistance ish. Let's put it that way. So this is kind of the what it is right now. So with this story on the charts, I'll zoom into the lower time frames, and I'll do that on MetaTrader to make it even more. That's most of you, I think, are trading from those kinds of platforms. I do as well. So let's see what we can get from the lower time frames on there. So let me switch for a minute. And before I forget, please like, subscribe, and comment below. I'm happy to hear your feedback or ideas or questions about your own trading. And please like and subscribe so I can continue doing what I'm doing on YouTube now. So here we go. So this is the picture, the bigger picture here. Again, this is the daily chart. So we just put on these charts that this is kind of the area where we are looking at. So to shape that picture for just quick, I'll do that as well on the MetaTrader account. So okay, so here we are. This is what is on our charts. Let's go to the 4-hour chart, where we can see if we, the trend line. I just want to point it out, that the trend line that would have been this one. Oh, wait a minute. Obviously broke, so that trend got I forgot to mention that on the previous chart. That's the whole reason I am looking at this particular setup. So this is kind of the support level agreed. We just pointed it out, and we are now at this this level over here. So you know, let's see if this this level for here for now holds, or what we are expecting. It's Monday, so the box just opened. We opened obviously with a gap, and this is interesting to see what happens. So we went to the hourly chart. Now let's go in again. This is the so let me just take that last part off. What I usually do, let me see. Sometimes I gotta find my way a little bit on this platform. I want to draw a box from here. Let's see if I can do that. No, something else. Yeah, something like this object. Yeah, that's it, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, so we opened down here, which is the daily low, and that up here is the daily high. So we are in this consolidation. The US market didn't really open on Monday yet. This is just the opening of the Asian and the European session. So this is we know now that it's a gap, and we want to see if this gap will get filled or something like that. So at the moment, of course, I'm waiting until we get some movement when the markets open. And then, of course, if we, in this case, I would wait for a break above or a break lower to be actually finding an entry. Same goes for 5 minutes. We just see the price is stuck in this box and nothing really is happening. So, but that's just something. It's Monday and things need to happen. Now, let me switch back to the hourly chart for a minute. The thing I am looking for actually is the following. When I traded this market previously, it was quite obvious where we would see all those movements, and in this last part of the market, I really got a clear view on the bottom pattern here and the top pattern. So going long and short within that pattern. To be honest, I prefer to go long in this case because the overall bias was going long. So that's kind of what I'm looking for at the moment. So I preferred to put in a trend line like this. That is not the case anymore because the market opened like this. So I really need some reference to be getting that new picture. And then if you watch my pullback trading strategy, then I can continue to this could be a resistance level as well. That way I can identify those pullbacks again and try to enter this market. And at the moment we do not have really that clear price action, that clear momentum we have in all those kinds of situations. So if I would trade this area from here on out, obviously I would wait for price to pull back into this zone over here. That would be a level where I would consider to go in the market. And the level where we are right now actually, so we made some highs, not really that convincing. We opened with a gap, but again we seem to stall at this level over here. So if this will form as a support resistance level, then we get some view on what's going on. But from the hourly chart, I would only consider going long within nearby this support area over here, this way too high. So even if we break out, I'll let it go for today. But if we break to the downside, that is actually what I'm looking for. If we do get a break to the downside, my first profit target would be here with the gap fill, of course. And if there is more room left, I would let it go to the lower side of this. That's all I want. I'm not here to take on trend trades and let it go for days and days. This is just the area where things are happening at the moment. So again, if I would do the same thing on the bigger time frame, then this would be the box I would be moving in. But so this is the bigger picture, and the point I want to really emphasize is to pinpoint that entry, because a lot of people are often struggling about that. I would wait for a breakthrough to the downside, and that would be my entry signal to get in from the 8300 level back down to the, well, first of all back down to the 8275. So that could be, let's say if you trade with 10 euros for 1 point, that would be 250 euros. and if you if price continues to sell off and we hit these regions down here, then we could easily make ourselves a 50 to a 70, 700, 500 euros, or a 50 to 70. It depends on how big or how you're trading, of course. This is what it is right now. It's kind of getting momentum, so let's see if it will break out. It's not really a live trading video at the moment, of course, so I'm not going to stick to this, but I hope you get my point that from the bigger picture we are at the end of a huge rally. So also in this picture here I'm looking for momentum to shift a little bit to the downside. So yes, my bias becomes bearish, but it's been bearish for a while now, so let's see if we get some more information on the chart within the coming week. Yes, and by closing off with that, I want to say that on a Monday, I personally most of the time would like to see the market get some direction and not really jump in too fast and make too much of those moves. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.